Hello everyone! You know we're doing a frosty eye makeup and some winter skin because winter is basically around the corner now. I mean, depending on where you live, it's probably as cold as winter already. So we need to make sure we change up a little bit our makeup routine so our makeup still looks as good as always. So throughout the video, I'm gonna be giving you some tips that you can apply to keep your makeup fresh and hydrated even when it's cold and dry outside. So let me shut up and let's get into it. So I feel like for winter makeup we need to amp up on the skincare and skin prep, because this season is usually a little bit more dry, so we definitely have to listen to our body and our skin, how it's reacting to the weather, make sure to implement or take away products that we are using. But right now you can see my skin is super glowy, and that's what I want because I have balanced to dry skin, but during this time it gets drier, so I need a lot of hydration in order for my makeup to look good throughout the day and not get dry and like kind of not patchy. It doesn't really get patchy for me, but it kind of cracks more easily. So all the smile lines and any creasing areas, they will amplify because my skin gets drier. In order to avoid that, I put 3 layers of this How Wonder essence. It's not a toner, it's more, it has a really thick milky consistency, similar to the Road Glazy Milk, but I feel like the Road Glazy Milk broke me out, so now I'm trying this one. And in terms of consistency, I'm loving it. Now the first thing as makeup for me is going to be the foundation, and I'm choosing something that is hydrating and glowy as well. I'm going to be using this Sculpt by Amy Cushion foundation. I love this stuff. This is kind of like the winter version of the Hydra Tint. If you've seen any of my other videos, like, you know, I love. This is very similar, but I feel like more for winter time. Still super glowy, and look at that, it looks like second skin. It's just my skin, but better. I'm doing all these hydrating steps because then I'm going to set everything. I want my makeup to still feel very comfortable, and I know this is the season to kind of put more makeup on and you won't sweat it off, obviously, but personally, and this is just me, I don't like the feeling of a lot of makeup on my face. I still keep it really light with light layers and building up coverage just where I need it. And I think that's the key for a makeup that won't be cakey, that is gonna be natural in real life. First layer of foundation is done, and as you can see, I haven't covered up any blemishes yet because we're gonna be doing that in a very intentional way with the concealer later. But before that, I usually do bronzer and blush. I'm gonna come back to this Miss Sauda contour stick that I recently tried on for the first time, and I'm loving it. I'm really liking the shade. Now I'm super pale, okay, so this neutral shade is just perfect, and it blends so beautifully, just super buttery and blendable. Now for this time of the year, I don't want something that's super warm, like a bronzer that I will use for summer. So this is also key for my winter skin. Okay, I definitely went a little bit overboard, so I'm picking up my foundation brush again and just tapping here to kind of clean it up and make it more seamless. See, that looks so much better. You can literally apply it on your face, and I usually don't recommend doing that because it can disturb whatever you have underneath, but this one literally just blends so effortlessly and just incredibly easy to use, which I think is what you want with makeup products. Why would you want to make it hard for yourself? For blush, I feel like a winter skin calls for like a cool tone pink. So let me go find that because I don't have it here. Okay, this is the most cool tone pink blush that I own. This is from Huda Beauty's in shade Ube Cream. It's actually lilac. So it has so much blue in it that is lilac. Yeah, let's see how this looks. I usually never go for this because I feel like it contrasts a lot with my skin. But that's also why it's so fun, because you can play with the contrast within your complexion and the products that you put on. I'm gonna do really high up, like you can even see it there on camera. Barely shows up on camera, but trust me, I can see it. And it's interesting. definitely interesting. I wouldn't normally go for something like this for the everyday, but I'm actually not mad at it, and it does look very wintry. It looks really good. Let me apply some more. Ooh, and I'm loving this placement, like super high up below the eye. Whatever is left on the brush, I'm gonna run it through the tip of my nose. I feel like that's a very wintry thing to do. And now I'm gonna do some concealer, but I'm not gonna do too much. Just basically use it to pot conceal and just here in the inner. But since we put the blush really high up in there, I'm just gonna leave it like that. Now I'm going to set. Then I'm going to grab a slightly bigger brush. I'm going to set a little bit more my whole face, because this is why we did a lot of glowy prep. Be able to put a lot of powder and not feel cakey. Because the winter skin is basically a soft matte. Soft matte doesn't mean we need to put a matte foundation and crazy amount of powder. You can do it properly, and this is the proper way to do it. You need a lot of hydration to then be able to put some powder on top and make it more soft matte if you want. As you can see, we still have some glowiness peeking through in a really soft. Yes, this is what I would call my winter skin. Now we're gonna leave the skin for a second and we're gonna go to do the eyes. So for the frosty eye look, we want to first prep the eyelids with a light concealer or an eyeshadow primer, whatever you want. It doesn't really matter, to be honest. And I'm choosing a lighter shade because after this we're going to go in with white eyeshadow. If we want it to pop more, we need a lighter base. Flat brush. If it's clean, better. Mine is not clean, but let's ignore that. Nice white eyeshadow. Make sure there are no creases. Now I'm going to start diffusing this a little bit, just with a very light hand. Now I'm going to use a dirty brush that I know it has some sort of brown in it. And I'm not going to pick up any other eyeshadow, just whatever's left in the brush. And I'm just going to run it through here to create just a little bit of depth. I want my inner corners to pop a little bit more, so just packing a little bit more white eyeshadow in there, concentrating it really nicely. Now we obviously need some black liner to contrast this eye. So I'm gonna use the Kiko Milano Kohl pencil in 01. I'm going to do my waterline and tightline. And with a small detail brush, I'm gonna grab a little bit of product from here. I don't want to go straight in with it. I want to really control the product. I'm just gonna place it right in the corner in there. Just drag it out. I'm gonna keep it quite straight out. And now what really makes these eyes frosty is going to be a nice glitter. I'm going to grab this one from Ofra Cosmetics, Sparklight Stopper in Glisten. Okay, I don't know if you can really see how it's looking in real life. It's insane. Grab a little bit with my finger, tap the excess, and since it's a topper, I'm just going to press it lightly all over my eyelid. Oof. Hold on, I need to capture this properly. Just tell me you can see that now. Sparkle on this is just perfect. It feels like a snowy day. Oh, let me add some mascara. I'm gonna use this Kylie Cosmetics Skylash mascara. This one is pretty old, so it's super dry. You know, like it's the perfect consistency for a mascara. I want a really crazy heavy lash moment. I think it looks really good with this kind of eye. Coming back to the skin just for a second, I need to add this baby pink blush. I think we have to, like, there's nothing to talk about here. And it's a powder version, so this is going to give us the most perfect winter blush. That is perfect. I'm not going to do freckles, but I will do some beauty marks. Okay, and for the lips, don't kill me. Well, we need to do something matte, something cool tone, something that ties up this whole look together. So I'm gonna go in first with Grace from MAC. Nothing new here, obviously. And then I'm gonna continue with Cold Smoke from Kaleidos. This is the most beautiful matte finish, so velvety and also comfortable. Like, that's the best thing about these. Like, they are like a little cloud. I'm not going to apply a heavy layer, I'm going to spread it out like this with my finger. I'm also going to add this Kylie lipstick from the last Kim Kylie collection. I'm going to pop in this in the center. And just like that, we have some beautiful dimension on the lips. Not again. We have our beautiful winter skin with this Frosty look that I'm obsessed with. Like, also this matte lip. Clean girl makeup needs to leave the room already, okay? We need to step up our makeup game a little bit more. Do more stuff like this. Do more stuff like this. Love it. I feel so good in this kind of makeup. I think I'm gonna do it again and wear it outside, because right now I'm not living it. Guys, hope you enjoyed and learned something new. If you have any other video suggestions that you want me to make, please let me know. I'm always open to new ideas. I was maybe thinking some gifting ideas now the holiday season is coming. Black Friday is around the corner. If you want to stock up on shirts and stuff, like, I think is the time. But yeah, let me know what you want to see from me. Thank you so much for being here. Hope you have the most beautiful day, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.